Shalom. When the start of Salzburg, giving no praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kodash, the Belonus, Apostle, Great Millstone, and honesty, brothers doing the work, the most on truth and in sincerity. Yahweh's real name, of whom the word ignorant calls God, Jehovah. Yahweh's real name is Yahweh, and his son's true name is Yahweh Shai. And when we pray Yahweh, Ba Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba meaning in, Ha meaning then, Shai meaning names, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. This is a quick one. I was just on, catching up with the WEF, with Darbu, seeing whether he had seen anything of note. And one of the things I saw in one of his videos is that you see at the end, the year of the Polycrises, right? And that's it, man, because this devil, he's very much getting ready to come down, right? And if I won't play it, but in this top video that you see here, the 2 minute 29 at the top, right? One thing that is to note is a Darby, he was very much like he was amped, man. He was almost like, ranting, like not ranting, but like he was he had energy in that video, man, because he was like basically saying, yo, wake the fuck up, basically, right? And it kind of made me think about that's on the right hand side, that's what the apostles are doing, man. They're going out there, they're doing the videos saying, yo, you guys wake the hell up, man. Right? And the scriptures are, go with that as well. This is Romans 13:11, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed, right? And that's it. There's no greater time than the present, right? Scripture says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, right? But yet you got, leaders of our people that are just putting people back to sleep, which is a damn shame. Now, of course, Darbu, he speaks about, this truth and stuff, whatever, what have you, right? But even he has urgency in his voice. Like I said in that video, he had a lot of urgency, man. Okay. But you have a load of our people, load of the teachers of our people that are just in this, everything's cool spirit, right? What does the scripture say? Scripture says the days are evil. This is Ephesians 5:14, right? Wherefore he saith, awake thou that sleepeth, and arise from the dead, and Mashiach shall give thee light. Right? And it's just, those that are spiritually dead, okay? It says, see then that you walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, right? Circumspect, basically, this is going exactly accurately, diligently, right? So make sure that you're walking diligently, right? To walk, right? He before to live, to regulate one's life. So it's kind of like your walk, right? What you be occupied with, right? Deport, so to live, deport. So basically how you're carrying yourself, right? So when you're going on your walk, right, in this life, in this world, right, do so circumspectly, diligently, right? Not as fools, right? So not just people like you see these people in the world that, they're just doing whatever it is that they're doing, right? Without, they're just existing, right? They're just walking around as meat puppets, if you will, okay? But no, we're not supposed to be like that. We're supposed to be as wise, right? Doing what? Redeeming the time, because the days are evil, and the days indeed are evil, right? Evil going into the words bad times, because the Lord is going to put the spirit on this devil, right? To come down having great wrath, right? Because this is what they're, speaking about in these councils. These councils are, to ultimately come down upon the children of Israel, right? Just get this real quick. This is Psalm 17:13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword, right? Just once again proving that this man is under the control of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, right? He may think that he's doing things of his own will, but really, right, when this anger that Esau's going to tear out against the children of Israel, that is the anger of the Lord, right? Let me see if we had a precept here as well. One sec. I just got into that, right? But of course, this is all this, the secret council of the wicked, right? That you're seeing over there, and in Davos and this, that, and the other, right? Said they had what 5,000 military personnel or something like that in Davos. That's what he said. There's 5,000 troops, rather he said, right? And I kind of looked up. I was like, yo, how many people did they have in for QE2, right? Her funeral, right? And they had dignitaries from all over the world, right? You had Biden up in there, right? The presidents from certain countries in East Asia, this, that, and the other, right? That there I had 10,000 police, 1,500 troops, right? And then one of the things I didn't know as well was that was to cordon off like six miles, right? 6 mile cordon, right? But this place, Davos, has 5,000, troops guarding it, right? And you ain't even got your likes like your Bidens and that going there. So just going to show you that this is, these are important counsels for these people, right? To secure it in such a manner, right? So this is Psalm 64 and 2, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, right? Now, yeah, we know it's happening. And one of the things that one of the things that Darbu goes into is, is the fact that, yeah, you've got the main meetings, right? And then you've got all of these people that are supposedly not there, like apparently Gates ain't there, Schwab ain't there, or maybe missed the first day, Soros ain't there, right? But he was saying that all they all fly private. They all got their own helicopters and whatever, what have you. They could be there, all we know, right? But he was saying that they're the main meetings that the media are allowed into. But then you got the other they have like those secret meetings, right? In fact, I believe he even says they got the secret meetings. That's what we're reading, secret councils, right, of the wicked, right? Because whatever it is that they're planning, they're not planning for good, right? This man has his forked tongue, right? So he may be saying, so, oh yeah, we're just, coming together to, to help the world, save the world, plastic, yay, right? But this man is he can't do good. Scripture says this of him, right? This is Proverbs 12 and 10. Yeah, it says, a righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, right? So as tender as this man can get, right, it's still cruel, right? He can't do right. It's not in his nature to do right. I mean, look, he killed his brother, right, at the time of when he was a Cain, right? He killed his brother because his brother did the right thing. This is the kind of guy, this is the kind of spirit we're dealing with. Scripture says in Habakkuk that, his spirit is not upright in him. So yeah, we go back here, right? So from the insurrection, Psalm 6:1-2 again, from the middle, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, right? Once again, they ain't doing no good thing up in there, man. Right? Micah 2 says, well, to them that devise iniquity, right? And all of these different plans that they're working on, it's all iniquity, right? Trouble, wickedness, sorrow, right? All of this stuff that they're working on is iniquity, man. It says, and work evil upon their beds, right? When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. Because what does the scripture say, right? This is Job 9:24. It says, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So the Lord is actually given this man power over the earth, right? You read, in Daniel, it says, setteth up over it the basest of men, right? To show that the highest ruleth in the kingdom of men as well, right? Because this man, he's just been given the rulership for the time being, but the Lord's going to take him down. The Lord is going to take him down. And we're going to look just like how we look at these Cushites, man, right? With their kwashiorkor bellies, Kwashio something. Google auto complete the rest for you, right? But their kwashiorkor bellies, man, right? As when they went through the famine, they had them big ass bellies, them bloated bellies, right? People look at them. You tell people they used to be the rulers. They used to be the rulers of the world. People look at you funny, man, right? But Esau's going to be even worse than that, right? Because the Lord just once again showed the power of the Lord, right? The same thing happened with Pharaoh, right? For this same purpose have I raised thee up, right? To show my power in thee, right? The Lord is just using Esau to show his power, man, right? But part of that power is how brutal he's going to come down upon his own people, right? Ezekiel 21:9, son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith Yahweh, say a sword is sharpened and also furbished, right? And when you go into this word here, furbish, one of the things that is like to polish, right? And I've always kind of seen that as like, when, someone says I'm just polishing off, my skills, or I'm just, polishing off this beat. I'm just polishing off, you get the vibe. So then in this context, it's sort of like Esau was, sharpening that sword, polishing it, perfecting it. Okay, he's perfecting his sword so that he can come and use it, right? Because these swords and weapons, they ain't to be sat in a museum, but they gonna get used, right? And anything whatsoever that don't get used, guess what? It's being destroyed, right? Because none of this stuff comes into is gonna be in our kingdom, man, right? Why? Because when you read Isaiah the 2nd chapter, it says there's gonna be no more peace. It's like I say, there's gonna be no more war, right? In our kingdom, man, it's just gonna be peaceful. Verse 10, it says, it is sharpened to make a sore slaughter, it is furbished that it may glitter. Should we then make mirth? It contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to, and that's it. Should we then make mirth? Right? This man basically has everyone out in this stupefied spirit where it's all about mirth. No one has any idea what's going on, right? Back in the ancient world, right? And then rather, just in history in general, when shit was happening in the world, right? Freak weather patterns, right? They'll be like, oh shit, maybe we've, disappointed God or whatever, whoever it was that they worshipped. And yeah, a lot of the time they were doing it in wickedness, start doing wicked sacrifices and shit like that. But at the very least, they had an understanding that, certain behaviors and actions meant that the power would get angry, right? And then come and visit the world, right? But right now in this world, there is no fear of God or whatever, right? Very much let alone the God of the Bible, right? These people just out here just having fun, doing as they will, right? Science is their God. Esau is their God. It says, it contemneth the rod of my son as every tree, and he hath given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, and it is furbished, to give it into the hand of the slayer. Right, precept into what we read in Psalm 17 and 13, because Esau, the so-called man, is the slayer. Right, you read Revelation 6 and 4, it says, unto him was given a great sword, right? And he holdeth not the sword in vain, right? So I think I just got one more. Right, it says Job 5:13 and 14. He taketh the wise in their own craftiness. The counsel of forward is carried headlong. They meet with darkness in the daytime and grope in the noonday as in the night. Right, so they meet in dark. Right, but guess what? The Lord, in fact, let me read this. But he saveth the poor from the sword, from their mouth, and from the hand of the mighty. Right, so the poor hath hope, and iniquity stoppeth their mouth. So that's him, man. He can do all of these link ups and meetups or whatever, what have you, these these super camps on the left hand side, right? He can do all of that, but guess what? The Lord's still going to win. Everything he's doing is of the Lord's agenda. So as always, Lord's what that was edifying. And yeah, you people that are lollygagging, man. Scripture says, make no turn to turn unto the Lord, and also seek ye how while he may be found. So to the next time we say Shalom.